Hi everyone, Sherry here. I just want to wish Jim from Jim's Kitchen a happy birthday. In order to celebrate Jim, we'll be doing a collab out of the Special Effects Cookbook. I'll be making Fire Eyes Skeleton Cake. Although I'm not going to be making a skeleton, I'll just be using my skull cake pan. So what all goes into my Fire Eyes skull? 1 cake mix and the ingredients to make it, which includes 1 cup water, 1/2 cup oil, and 3 eggs. Then we'll be using vanilla frosting to frost it. And for the fiery eyes, we'll be using sugar cubes and lemon extract. And you can use any extract that has alcohol in it. So let's begin. So take your skull pan and grease and flour it. I'm going to be just using butter and flour. You can use the Baker's Joy. And you want to make sure that you get all of the nooks and crannies of his mouth, his nose, and everything in between. So that's buttered and floured. We'll set it aside for now. Preheat the oven to 350. Take a large bowl, dump in your cake mix, and this is a devil's food. Do not include the plastic. Add the 1 cup of water, the 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, the 3 eggs, and again, this is the cake mix directions that I'm following. So if you don't have the same cake mix, it may be different. And then beat that with a hand mixer for 2 minutes on medium speed. So then take your cake mix and pour it into the pan. You do want to make sure that everything is nice and buttered and floured so it won't stick. And this may make more than this cake pan will hold. I'm hoping I don't overfill it. All right, so I got all of the cake mix in. Like I said, I hope it doesn't expand too much. I've never used this cake pan before, but we'll put it in a preheated 350-degree oven. And I'm going with the 13 by 9 inch size, so I will be cooking it for 34 to 38 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. So while the cake is baking, take a piece of cardboard that is a little bit bigger than the cake and then cover it in aluminum foil. I wanted something a little bit sturdier, so I've got my wooden cutting board and I will put aluminum foil on it. All right, so he did poof up a little bit, so he was overfilled. I ended up cooking him for 42 minutes and he is done. As you can tell, these parts was the last to get done, but they come out clean. We'll let him cool for 10 minutes and then we will take him out of the pan. So after the 10 minutes of cooling time, I inverted the cake pan and put it on my foil-lined cutting board. I'll let it cool completely and then I'll frost it. All right, so it has cooled completely and we are going to frost the cake. And I have to warn you ahead of time, I am a terrible froster, so don't judge me. All right, so I have 2 big tablespoons of frosting in a bowl. I have Wilton icing colors. I'll be using the black. And this is going to be on the insides of his eyes, nose, and mouth. And I'm going to add quite a bit because otherwise it's going to just be gray, not black. And I'm going to mix that up. This is a dark gray. I think that's going to be good enough. I'm hoping I'm tall enough to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm taking a knife, I'm taking my frosting, and I'm going to frost the mouth, the nose, and the eyes, just on the insides of all of them. So I'll take the frosting and just go on the inside of the eyes here so they look like they're dead. And get up just to the top there. It looks pretty good. Too bad it's more grayish purple than black, but I think it'll be okay. So next we go on to the nose. Next will be his mouth, and that's an odd shaped mouth. So it's going to be fun to decorate. And the rest of the cake will be white. Okay. There we go. What do you think? I think that turned out pretty good. I'm going to do the top first. The top is going to be a flat frosting. The bottom will be using one of the frosting tips. Try to get it close to the mouth and the eyes and the nose without mixing with the gray. For what it's worth, there's the top of my skull. Like I said, I am not the best froster, but we'll continue on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick even coat around the bottom, and then I will probably use the star tip or something. All right, wish me luck on this. Usually when I use a piping bag, I do it on the top, not on the sides. So wish me luck. I can see the finish line. So Jim, for your birthday, I hope you appreciate this. So there's that side. This is the side I started with. There's that side, and there's the top. I just did a brown border to represent that he's coming out of the ground. I don't know if it takes away from the looks or not, but at least you can't see under the cake. All right, I was going to give him top teeth, but it kept falling down because there is not much space between the mouth and the nose, so I gave him bottom teeth. So everything's pretty much ready to go, and we'll let everything all set up, and then we'll see if we can get his eyes to become flaming eyes. So as a side note, for the fun of this cake, if you don't want any flames in your house because of small kids or whatever reason, you can put the googly eyes. That way they can have a lot of fun with the skull cake. All right, so I'd like to wish Jim a happy birthday again and to thank him for coming up with the collab that he and Anna and I participated in. I'll leave Jim from Jim's Kitchen and Anna from Cooking the Books links down in the description box below. In order to get the flaming eyes, we have the little aluminum cups that Dave made, and inside those cups we have sugar cubes. Then we're going to saturate them with lemon extract. And the alcohol in that, with the sugar cubes, should provide flaming eyes.
And this says avoid pouring near an open flame. So the flame's not open yet. Okay.
I think it's a success. What do you think?
I think so. I can actually, that's warming up the kitchen. I can feel the heat off of it.
That looks so cool. All right, so we'll blow out the flames and then we'll do a taste test.
Maybe. Figured I could use some more brains. I'll try my brains. The brain feels pretty good.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.